A major outage has brought down high-profile websites including Reddit, Amazon, PayPal, Spotify and the New York Times. Cloud computing provider Fastly, which underpins major sites, says it's behind the problems. Dr. Nalin Arachalage is a lecturer in cybersecurity at La Trobe University and he joins us now from Melbourne. Nalin Arachalage, welcome. So explain for us in layman's terms what happened here.
Hello, thanks for having me here, Joe. What happened was this is not a cyber attack. As identified, this is a technical glitch of Fastly. The Fastly is the global CDN provider, content delivery network provider, who ensure the fastest internet connections across the globe. What they do is they take the website traffic, and distribute across the global data centers located in different geographical locations globally that ensures the fastest internet connections. So this is a good example of poorly managed information system. They failed to manage their own system, and that is one of the key principles of security as well. Confidentiality, integrity, availability. Availability is a key principle of security. So they failed to manage that as a result of that. So that leads to such an outbreak.
Yeah. So what exactly went wrong within Fastly?
So one of the problems that we can guess is they poorly managed the systems. They did not have enough capabilities to balance the loads coming from across the globe. So that was one of the key things that we would suspect.
So it appears they were just overwhelmed by demand?
That's right. So when you have a lot of traffic coming from there, you need to have a proper infrastructure to handle those services. And those requests come in from various computers, services. So I think they need to have proper managed systems taking all of these circumstances on board.
And does it appear to you that there is any particularly incident that led to this high demand that overwhelmed the site? Like, it's not as if it was on the Black Friday sales or there was some huge international news that happened.
So as reported, there is nothing such an incident we have identified, but I would suspect they may have a technical glitch in their hardware components. So that could lead to such a failure.
And as I understand it, the BBC uses Fastly and it was able to keep operating because it had a backup system. What does this highlight about the importance of backup systems for companies?
I think this is very important. Backing up your data, backing up your services are very, very important. I think because when the main system, when there is an unavailability of your main server, you would be able to run the backup server in case just in any sort of a power outage or system outage occurred like this. I think it is very important we need to have the backup server or backup system up and running just in case.
And is it the case that this affected some countries worse than other countries?
So as reported, we haven't identified such a situations like that, but I would assume it is a global situation.
And to what extent does this damage the reputation of Fastly?
I think it is not only Fastly, but all the other organizations, financial institutions, non-financial institutions, could risk their reputation as well, because when you do not have access to the services, where your customers may not be able to access to the services, so then they have lots of complaints coming through the customers. So that could lead to damage your reputation of the organization, not only Fastly, but also all the other service providers, so the consumers of Fastly.
And Nalin, just before we leave you, as a Melbourne resident, how optimistic are you now that this, or how overjoyed are you that this figure has come through this morning? Only one new case, and it looks likely that restrictions will be eased.
Sorry, I didn't catch you the last bit.
So it looks likely that the COVID restrictions there in Melbourne will be eased. How much of a relief is that for you as a Melbourne resident?
Oh, I think that's a big relief as well. I'm looking forward to getting the lockdown lifted
Yeah. How has it affected you as a Melbourne resident over the last couple of weeks?
Well, I think we were stuck in one place in my apartment, a tiny little one. But I think I was very productive. I was able to get a lot of work done through that because I could save a lot of commuting at the time. So I could work from home. But I do understand it is now a good time to get out of the house and have some sort of fresh air.
Good stuff. Okay, Nalan Arachalago, thanks so much for talking to us from Melbourne.
Thank you for having me.